Right now, there is a ground stop on our airport, and this thing is up in the sky.
Clearly, we did a very close assessment in terms of what it's doing. Military commanders have assessed that there is no physical or military threat to people on the ground.
A Pentagon press briefing on how the US is handling what's believed to be the presence of a Chinese surveillance balloon over US airspace. So what do we know about the balloon? Well, in short, not a lot. We know it's traveling eastwards across the United States at about 60,000 feet. We also know the balloon will remain traveling over US airspace for the next few days. And it's Chinese.
We know that it's a surveillance balloon, and I'm not going to be able to be more specific than that. We do know that the balloon has violated US airspace and international law, which is unacceptable. And so we've conveyed this directly to the PRC at multiple levels.
In a statement, China's foreign ministry claimed that the balloon was a civilian airship used mainly for meteorological research. Chinese officials added that it had, quote, deviated far from its planned course as a result of windy weather.
Considering that this is a surveillance balloon, as you said, does it have ability to collect very sensitive data, given that it flies over nuclear sites in the state of Montana?
Yeah, so again, I'm not going to get into intelligence. As we mentioned in our statement last night, once the balloon was detected, we acted immediately to protect against the collection of sensitive information.
Montana is one of 3 areas where the US houses intercontinental ballistic missiles.
China is reminding us that they really are an adversary. And remember, this is just a very visible sign of the most comprehensive penetration of American society and our history.
That's the moon. It's a little fuzzy out here, and it's a kind of a cruddy phone, but it's slightly overcast. Well, what the heck is that?
Some press reports today suggest the balloon flew over Japanese airspace before reaching the continental US. The Brigadier General confirmed he'd seen the reports, but wouldn't confirm the two were linked.
The balloon has changed its course, which is again why we're monitoring it, but that's about as specific as I can get.
The DoD didn't confirm how they were tracking the balloon, whether radar or aircraft, but did confirm it was continuous.
Beyond saying that we are continuously tracking the balloon, I'm not going to go into the specifics.
One recurring question concerned why the military hasn't simply shot the balloon down.
It is big enough that, again, in reviewing our approach, we do recognize that any potential debris field would be significant and potentially cause civilian injuries or deaths. Or significant property damage.
To my mind, one of the best questions was this one, which, while it did go unanswered, does highlight the seriousness of the situation.
Yesterday, a senior defense official said that the intelligence gathering capability of this balloon would be no better than any Chinese satellite in low Earth orbit. If that's the case, why would Beijing go through the trouble and expense to send this balloon on such a journey?
Yeah, I'd have to refer you back to the PRC on that.
Any opinion why?
Again, look, we're monitoring this. As I mentioned, it's violated U.S. airspace. It's violated international law. We've communicated that back to the government of China.